Hi, today I would like to introduce you the new firmware 4.1.50 that comes with the iSeries NVR. It brings amazingly new things. The following video I will show and demonstrate you how it works. The function highlights that comes with this new NVR is the AES stream encryption, the connection between NVRs, customizable live view layout, configurable local live view permissions, compatible with the Chrome without using any plugins, and we can connect another PoE switch to the PoE output of the NVR. Starting with the stream encryption, from now on it protects all outbound video streams by encryption key. Even when we do a backup or we export some video, this will be encrypted. Encryption key is synchronized with the Hikvision Connect service verification code. It supports by IVMS 4200, Internet Explorer web browser, and the VS Player. Now I would like to show you how to set your encryption key by using your local GUI of the NVR. Therefore, we need to go to the system. We choose maintenance. After this, we can scroll all the way down to system service. We choose stream encryption, and here we can find the selection to enable the stream encryption and also the location to set the key for this. After this, we can press apply to enable the stream encryption. Another way to set the stream encryption is using the Internet Explorer web browser. We go to the configuration, we go to the security settings, and here we can find the option to enable the stream encryption. Also here we can set the key and press save. After we enable this stream encryption, we want to be able to see the videos in our web browser. Because the stream is encrypted, we need to set this stream encryption in our local view. So we'll go to the local settings of the web browser and we will set the stream encryption and press save. After this, we will be able to watch the live view images. Now that we have set the encryption key by using IVMS 4200, we also need to set this encryption key. If we don't set this encryption key, you will get the following notification. When we try to enable a stream, we will get this prompt. And this prompt will notify us that we need to set this encryption key. How to do this? We go to Device Management, we go to Group Settings, we will select the NVR and we will choose Modify. After this, we can see the setting encryption key. Again, set this encryption key to be able to see the encrypted image. We can select the channels that are encrypted and press OK. After this, we can go to Live View, recall the stream again, and we will receive the images. As mentioned before, if we have downloaded our files, these files will be encrypted. Using VS Player to play our files will prompt us that we need to put in an encryption key. So again, put in the encryption key to unlock the files, and after this you will be able to see and view the image. The next function I would like to explain is the connection between NVRs. Normally the cameras are directly connected to an NVR, but sometimes we want to be able to create a backup by a second NVR. The second NVR receives the images from the first NVR. We can choose any channel that we would like to receive from the first NVR. This is how we can set it up. Using the local GUI of the NVR, we go to the camera configuration and we need to put in manually the IP address of the NVR. After this, we click Apply and we choose the channels that we would like to receive from the first NVR. After this, we can press OK. Another way to do this is by using the Internet Explorer web browser. We go to Camera Management and we're going to add a NVR IP address. So instead of using a camera address, we're using an IP address of the NVR. We put in the password and we press OK. After this, we will receive a prompt. We need to select the camera or the channels actually that we would like to add from this NVR. In this case, I choose only one. As you can see, we're connected now, so now we're receiving the channel from the first NVR. Remember that we can only receive the image from the first NVR. Alarm settings will not be transported. Next topic is the customizable live view layout. This is really important when we use cameras that are not using the normal aspect ratio, like a panel view camera or a fisheye camera. They're using a different aspect ratio. So to be able to see this image correctly on the NVR GUI, we can change and customize this view. Therefore, we go to the view settings, press the configuration icon, press plus to add a window division. We can give it any window division name that we like. In this case, I choose panel view. And we press OK. Now we can select our window division and create a joint division that we like from any channels that we choose. In this case, I choose this selection and I save this window division. After this, I can select the channels that I would like to add to this window division and press save. Another thing I would like to do, I want to have this as my default window division. So here's the way to set it and press apply. So going back to the live view, this will be my image. Now I'm able to choose my own window division or choose any one I like. Next topic I would like to explain is the local live view permission. Normally when we log in as an administrator, we can see all channels on the NVR. If we log in as an operator or a guest, we might only want to see a part of. When we log out, normally we're not able to see any image, but now we have a no user account. We can set the no user. So when we log out, we still are able to see some of the images that we selected. How to configure this? We go into the configuration settings of the NVR. We select user. And as you can see, we already added an administrator, operator, and a guest. But we would like to set the no guest or the no user settings. So we go to live view permissions. We need to type in the administrator password. And after we have set this password, we are able to choose the channels for this lock screen. In this case, I will only choose camera number 1. And we need to be aware of that all the channels that we will select here will be visible for all users. So that's why also we will get this prompt and we need to accept it. After this, we can set the operator, guest, or administration live view permissions. We go to the camera configuration, select local live view. And as you can see, by default, the D1 that is selected on the live view permission for the log view is already selected. For the guest, it's the same. We go to the camera configuration, local live view, and we can add some cameras if we like. After this, we can click OK or apply and go to the live view. So what happens when we log out to the system? We will only be able to see one camera, in this case D1 camera that is selected. The other cameras, as you can see, has no permission. What also comes with this new NVR is the none plugin. Chrome, for example, we can use to configure our NVR. We can watch live video up to 1080p, or we can play back 1 to 4 channels using the substream. When we're opening the web browser, as you can see, we don't have to install any plugins. We can immediately start by typing the credentials and the password that we need to log in, and after this we can open the page. The maximum resolution that the Chrome web browser supports is 1080p. So remember this, if we choose more channels, we need to use the substream to be able to see the image. For playback, this is the same. Going back to the playback settings, we can select the camera, press play, and choose any function that we like. Going to the configuration page, all the configurations from the cameras are selectable and adjustable by using the Chrome browser. What also comes with this new firmware is that we are able to connect an external switch to the PoE output of the NVR. The big benefit is now that we can enlarge our PoE network that is still isolated from the local LAN network. With this new firmware, we are able to search and add new cameras from this external switch to the NVR. The following video I would like to demonstrate how to connect the cameras. We choose the PoE output of the NVR and connect it to the external switch. This PoE switch we connect to the following cameras. In this case I connect 2 cameras, but it can be more. You can never exceed the maximum channels of the NVR. In this case it's a 16 channel NVR, so we will still be limited to 16 channels. Now that we have set up all the cameras, we are ready to go to the configuration. We are opening the configuration page of the NVR. We go to Camera Management and we will select the PoE channel. We need to disable the channels that we want to reserve for the cameras that we want to connect, and we need to disable the channel that the PoE switch, the external PoE switch, is connected to. So in this case I need to select free. When I search for cameras in my network, we will find the cameras using the subnet of the PoE output. Remember that the camera needs to be on the DHCP setting for this. So in this case I can choose the upper 2 cameras and press OK. Now the cameras are added to my NVR by using the external switch. Going back to the configuration page, I can see the cameras are connected. Going through the live page, I will receive the live image from this camera. The last highlighted feature that comes with this new firmware is the face capturing function. We can use any camera connected to the NVR and enable the face capturing function, as you can see here. We can playback by selecting the picture directly, and this will give us a short clip of a person walking by. Another way to search back is go back to playback, select the camera that we would like to use, select custom search on the button, and set your filter. So we can set the date that we would like to search, the function, in this case we choose face capture, and we press search. This will prompt us all the results that we can get from the NVR. We can choose by video, we can choose by picture, or we can choose both. When we select the item, we will get the result, a short playback of a person walking by. Now I would like to demonstrate how you set this in NVR. We go to the configuration of the local GUI, we go to Smart Events, and here we are able to choose the camera that we would like to choose for this function. We enable the face detection. We can set the sensitivity for this. And we need to checkmark the Save VCA picture. This enables the image on your live screen. If you like, you can choose the Notify Surveillance Center, so you also have a notification on your IVMS. We create a schedule and we press save. If you like to set the face detection by using the web browser, you can go to Smart Events, Face Detection, enable the face detection, set the sensitivity, and enable the schedule. Going back to the live view, on this live view image we can select the face capturing. So now, if we walk by, we will get the image on the live screen. Thank you for watching this feature introduction. Hope to see you next time.